Coming to you live from the corner of his kitchen in beautiful Southern California. We're all gonna be edging it out with your host, everyone's favorite unemployed NEET, Edgee!
Hello. Welcome to the show, everybody. Welcome to Edging It Out. For those of you who don't know me, please allow me to introduce myself. My name is Edgee. I am a terminally online NEET whose mind got sucked into the internet and became a sexy anime girl because all that I think about are sexy anime girls. My pronouns are he, him, but I'm willing to accept anything as long as you make it funny. My guest tonight is the endearing, the lovely, the incomparable Rika Readman. So why don't we head over to the main studio that looks exactly like this one and talk to her. Here we go. Hey, there she is.
That might be the single best intro I've ever heard a VTuber do.
Wow,
Hello.
I'm so honored. Thank you so much.
Oh my goodness. Hello. It's me, Rika Readman from twitch.tv/Rika Readman.
Whoa! I'm so glad to have you here. Thank you for being here.
Yeah, thank you for the invite.
Of course. I actually have been wanting to sit down with you for the longest time. You don't even know, but I'm so glad. I'm so glad to finally have you here.
Glad to how do I say? Yeah, glad to finally get a chance to chat with you.
Yeah. Same here.
Post a lot and stuff, so you know.
How'd you get the Rika Readman here? Oh, well, you know, I might have some connections.
Might be some connections here. Okay, hold on. I immediately saw this on your channel, and I need to know.
Yeah.
I need to know what this does. I need to know what. Where is it? I need to know what this does.
That's what it does.
All right.
Now you know.
Oh my god, that's so good. Yeah. Ooh, shout outs to Mexico.
And we're back. The power of Mexico was too strong. We got hit with Mexico, and then we got hit by the isekai truck.
It's just how it is. Because you're also like Mexican descent, right?
Yeah, I'm first generation Mexican American.
Okay, I'm a third generation,
Ooh.
second generation. I don't know how it works. My grandparents are the ones that immigrated here from like Mexico and Puerto Rico. So like, I don't know what number, but not first generation. But this just what happens when you get two Mexican people on camera at the same time.
That's true.
Overload the system.
Exactly. Not even the load-bearing clown could save us. That's true. That, by the way, that's not a joke. That little clown that I got sitting on the couch next to you, I first brought it on as a joke because I know that like not everyone is fond of clowns, and I was like, tee. What if I put a clown in the corner of the screen and see like who noticed? Because believe it or not, a lot of people don't realize that it's there until I point it out, and they're like, "Oh fuck, please get that shit away from me." So I would remove it, and then like a few minutes later, the stream would crash.
Oh my god, that is a load-bearing clown.
That is straight up a fucking load-bearing clown, yeah.
Thankfully, I don't. I actually kind of like clowns.
Me too.
Like they're kind of funny and cute.
I've been saying for the longest time that clowns are the most noble of God's creatures. You know,
that's a word for it. Both clown and noble have 5 letters in them, and yeah, fair enough.
There you go.
Fair enough.
There you go.
Oh my goodness.
Well, what do you say we get the show on the road?
Yeah, let's start it.
Respect the Clussy. That's so true. I'm always thinking about Clussy.
We respect Clussy in this house.
In this household, in this studio.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So let's remember that tonight is all about you. So with that in mind, how about you tell us a little bit about you and or your VTuber lore?
Okay, so my name is Rika Readman, Calico Elf VTuber.
Hell yeah.
Calico Elf, for those of you that don't know, I made it up because originally I was a Calico Cat VTuber, and then I decided cats are kind of lame.
Damn.
And I became an elf, but I'm like, oh, I like the calico coloring though. We're keeping that.
I actually have a calico cat.
I love okay, cats aren't lame, but like being a cat girl is like, this is so like,
you know what? Yeah.
2016, you know?
It's like, oh, you're a cat girl. You're a VTuber daring today, aren't we?
Exactly.
No hate to the cat girl VTubers. No hate to the cat girl VTubers. Please do not come after me. I was making a joke. This is a bit. We make jokes here. Elon Musk said that comedy is legal in 2025. Please don't come after me. Please don't cancel me.
Oh my god. But
that's also a joke. I fucking hate Elon Musk. Fuck that guy.
Oh yeah. Don't get me started. Don't get me started on that.
Anyway, sorry to interrupt. Please go ahead.
No, you're fine. So like my concept is that, elf VTuber. As a result of that concept changing, I don't really have a lore. The basic lore is like the character has a traveling library, book collector. A big theme of my streams are we do a lot of reading,
Ooh.
Whether it's like horror games or like visual novels or even just like reading random shit posts on the internet. We do a lot of reading. That's the bit. You know? Oh my god, why are they splashing you?
Because my hydrate redeem. Give me 1 second. I gotta keep talking. I'm just gonna drink some water.
But this is the bit in my community is so many of my audience are just like, damn, your model was flipping out. That's what mine does when I go off camera too.
Yeah.
So much of my audience just jokes that like, oh, we can't read. We don't read. That's what we have you for. And I'm like, well. Yeah, that's what I'm here for. I do the reading for y'all.
Thank you for your service.
Yeah, no problem. But that's a basic concept. There's not really lore. Sometimes I think about it, but also I am in my mid-30s and I am too old for this.
Me too! So am I! Let's be in our mid-30s together!
Yeah! Not that I think like you're too old to like indulge in that kind of stuff, but also like between juggling streaming 4 nights a week, working a 40-hour job, having a committed relationship that I have to drive 6 hours to go see my girlfriend for, and like that's it basically actually. And sometimes like I'm just like I don't have like the time or willpower to come up with like quote unquote lore.
That's so true. That's so true. You're so valid. Also, I'm gonna reload my model because when I got splashed with the water, my hair got fucked up and now it's clipping over my shoulder. There we go. We're back in business, baby.
Let's go.
Yeah.
But yeah, like the like it's not really lore, and like there's the whole thing of like VTuber, lore, etc. And I've never been a person to indulge in like a lot of the like VTuber stuff.
Yeah.
The like standards and the how do you say the culture? There we go. The culture. My goal is basically just like be a good streamer. Appeal to not everyone, but like appeal to non-VTuber fans. You know what I mean?
That's smart.
So like, all this to say basically, hi, that's me. No lore. You don't get lore. You get what I wrote on a sticky note like 5 minutes ago.
No, that's so valid, honestly. When I started like putting together my VTuber model and all that shit, when I wanted to like become a VTuber, I was like, what's my lore gonna be? And I was like, I'm literally just gonna lift this from Freakazoid. Did you ever watch Freakazoid?
Oh my god, yeah, we're the same age, so of course.
Yeah, so that's where I got it from. It's like, oh, Freakazoid got his power from being sucked into the internet. Yeah, sure, I'll become a Bobby Niku after getting sucked into the internet and becoming terminally online.
That's so real, though. I love that idea.
Let's
oh my god, that's good.
You weren't a lost soul reincarnated as an angel who fell to become a demon, but also a kitsune fox. That's, you know what? That's true. And you have 2 different colored eyes, and you're half angel and half demon. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. That's so true.
It's like I always say when somebody asks me one of these difficult questions, hey Rika, are you say so or not? And I'm like, I am a woman in my mid-30s.
I am 30 or 40 years old and I did not need this.
Yeah. Just like, oh, you don't understand like how much I'm like. I don't want to be like contrarian, but like I'm like allergic to a lot of these like terms. Like people will be like, "Oh, do you want to do a collab?" And I'm just like, I don't do collabs. I just do hanging out with my homies on stream.
Right.
We'll boot up a game and just chill out, or like just like stuff like that. I'm very down to earth. Keep it chill.
Gotcha.
Keep it real.
That makes sense. That's fair.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. Let's move on to the next question, which would be, dearest Rika, why did you become a VTuber?
So,
gun to your head, by the way.
Huh?
Gun to your head. Why'd you become a VTuber?
Oh my God, gun to my head.
Yeah, look, see, there it is.
Oh my God, because I thought the anime like character aesthetic was cute and cool. No, so I actually became a VTuber around the time that I came out and like publicly transitioned, right? Because I'm transgender.
Right. Thank you for your service once again.
No problem. But like when I publicly came out and transitioned, I had already been a streamer before. And we might talk about this more later, but like I used to be a competitive fighting game player.
Ooh.
I travel to tournaments and use social media a lot for like interacting with other people in the fighting game community. I was so used to like going up on stage to compete and like streaming and trying to be mildly entertaining in my small sphere in the internet that like the VTuber thing felt like a really easy way to continue to do that as I change up my like appearance and like as I transition and like settle into who I'm becoming in that transition,
Right.
Obviously like there's some like dysphoria there, which I don't really care about anymore. I'm like 5 or 6 years into my transition, whatever. But I saw VTubing as like a way to like combat that, and it just kind of stuck. It's all because I saw like a keys in the eye video when I was younger, and I'm like, man, that's so cool. And
that's how they get you.
Yeah, that's how they get you. Hi, Domo, virtual YouTuber, keys in the eye death. But yeah, it was transition related, and it just stuck. Like I'm like, oh, this is pretty cool. Sometimes I do think about, because like I said, like I had already been a streamer before, and sometimes I think about like, yeah, maybe like it would be cool to go back to like face cam streaming and stuff, but like, man, this model is cute as hell.
Oh, I feel that. I feel that.
Yeah. And like, obviously, like I've met a lot of cool people through VTubing, right? As much as like I say I don't indulge in like the culture, I still do like talk to a lot of VTubers. Just naturally you find each other, right?
Right.
I made a lot of good friends. I've picked up a lot of new hobbies from it. Have I gotten a job through VTubers? No, I have not gotten a job from VTubers.
Well, then maybe that's the next step,
I say that because the reason I work in my the career I work in, the field I work in real life, the reason I work there is because a fighting game friend recommended me for like an entry-level position at his company, and then just now I've been working this type of work for 10 years. Like, so.
Oh, wow.
Whatever. But that's not happened with VTubing yet. And it's like, yeah, a lot of the longevity has just been learning to be a better streamer, like video editing. It's a really creative outlet, which is something I've never really had in my whole life. I've various reasons, my upbringing and background, like I haven't had much chance to have a creative outlet, and like I haven't had much freedom, whether it's like financial challenges or just like other things coming up in my life preventing me from doing it. VTubing, streaming, it's a more or less free way of just, creative stuff.
Right,
be funny. Be a funny little goober on the internet.
Yeah, yeah. And at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. That's what matters the most.
Yeah,
as long as you're being a little goober on the internet.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's let's move to the next question. Well, you kind of already answered this one, so you can either do like a short answer or go into detail if you feel like it. But what do you usually like to stream?
Oh, okay. So like, I could actually go into detail here.
Okay,
so, like,
okay.
Because like again, like I had been a competitive fighting game player before. When I say that, I mean like in my early 20s, like I turned 21. I left my family's home for various reasons, and like people who were in the fighting game community, like more or less like took me in, helped me get a job, gave me a place to stay while I got back on my feet. And as a result of that, fighting games were like the only thing I did at all from like 21 to like 30.
Oh my God. That's impressive.
I didn't really have any other hobbies. Like anytime like I saved up money, it was like for the purpose of like traveling to a tournament or something.
Right.
So naturally, when I was streaming, it was nothing but fighting games.
Mm-hmm.
When I started VTubing, it was like almost nothing but fighting games. And that kept going until last year, the beginning of last year, actually, because as I think naturally happens with like any competitive gaming field, the thing that you got into it with and got really good at no longer becomes the current thing.
Yes.
And then new things come out that you do not like because you have become the boomer that would complain on your community a lot.
Yeah.
So like, newer fighting games came out, like Street Fighter 6, Tekken 8, Guilty Gear Strive. A bunch of new fighting games came out, and I do not vibe with any of them. And like beginning of 2024, I'm just like, man, this sucks. My hobby that I've had for the past like 12 years is no longer enjoyable. What do I do? So then, beginning of 2024, I said, you know what? My name is Rika Readman. I've got a librarian theme going on. We're going to read visual novels because I have a ginormous backlog on Steam and like my hard drive and stuff. So now for the past year and a half, I've focused like entirely on visual novels. And this year I've also gotten into like a bunch of like single player games that I've never had a chance to play. So this year I've been doing a project of going through all the Dark Souls games because I've never played those before. Horror is probably my favorite like genre.
Nice.
Like mainstream genre. And like Dark Souls has that like horror aesthetic that I really like. I've just never had a chance to play them. So like I spent like 3 months playing through Dark Souls 1, 3 months playing through Dark Souls 2. I was gonna start Dark Souls 3, but I keep having other ideas because I'm still experimenting. I've recently started experimenting with like just being like a chatting streamer,
Nice.
Except I'm not organized enough to do things like host a cool talk show or like make tier lists or something. So like it's more just like I turn on OBS and I just start yapping about whatever random thing comes to mind for an hour
there you
or
go.
two. But yeah, it's mostly visual novels. That's also like my YouTube channel, which I do very lazy editing for. It's like entirely visual novels. I actually started out by doing like a lot of like Yuri visual novels, like lesbians.
Yeah.
Like
Lesbians. I'm a weeb. I know what Yuri is. I even know what yaoi is. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I love yaoi. I've been playing Ace Attorney for the past half a year, so so like just like doing like so many like indie visual novels. It's mostly visual novels, we've got like half the week is dedicated to like visual novels that we take a couple months to finish, and then the other half is like I feel like it,
Yeah.
If you are interested in certain stories or you just want to chill out and listen to somebody read, I'm your gal,
Hell yeah.
I'm your person.
Well, I'm really glad that you were able to find something after you kind of fell out of fighting games. I mean, you still play them, right? Just not really the current ones.
Yeah, like once in a while, like if I get a friend that like wants to play, or just like sometimes I'll just get the urge. Like I recently just watched like a really major like Street Fighter tournament, and I'm just like, man, I kind of want to play again. So like, it's just like that, once in a while it just comes up and I'm just like, yeah, I'll just play a few.
Yeah. Okay. So for this one, it's what is it? Ed, spread the AI Somnium gospel. Oh my god, AI the Somnium files. Jeez.
Don't get me started on how much I love Zero Escape and how excited I am to start Somnium Files.
Oh my god, when I played, I have a channel that I run outside of like VTubing, unrelated to VTubing. It's just like me and like a couple friends, and we also play visual novels. And when we played AI the Somnium Files, they were saying, "Oh, we feel like you're gonna really relate to Date a lot," and we lost count of how many moments there were when like Date would say something, and I would like say it right along with him in the exact same tone, and I would be like, by the end of the game, I was like, I don't know where Date ends and I begin.
Oh my god, he's just relatable,
I was like, he's literally me for real.
Yeah, like cue up the Chainsaw Man panel.
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
For real, yeah. I'm excited to try that. That is on my list because, like I said,
I'm so excited for you.
I spent half a year streaming Zero Escape start to finish, and like 999 was pretty good. VLR was long. Zero Time Dilemma was. Somnium Files looks interesting. The main thing I think about when I hear that too is I did not know who the hell Kaname Date was. But ever since I started dating her, my girlfriend would like, whenever she's very goofy, she's very silly, right?
Yeah.
So like every time I would say like, "Oh, let's go out on a date," she'd be like, "Kaname Date," and I'm like, "What? What are you talking
Let's go out on a Kaname Date."
Yeah, and I'm just like, "What?" And it wasn't until like I first read like a Uchikoshi novel and I looked up Somnium Files. I'm like, "Oh, that's Kaname Date."
Oh, Uchikoshi, the absolute goat that he is.
Yeah, he's a genius. He's great. I love him.
Let's see, people are asking, do you have an AI eyeball, Edgee? I have stars in my eyeballs, unfortunately. I don't know if it's better or worse, but that's why my pupils look like that.
I mean, with recent events, I don't know if you want an AI eyeball.
That's true, you know what? Yeah, you're absolutely correct.
It might spread misinformation and such.
That's true. Why do I need an AI in my eyeball spreading misinformation when I already pull enough shit out of my ass as it is?
Exactly.
Yeah,
see?
Exactly. You see the stars wherever you are? Oh, I do, don't I? Aww. I do, and I'm looking at one right now. Look at her. There she is.
Oh my god.
All right, so for this next question, it's basically same as before. You can be as brief or as in-depth as you want to be. But what are some of your plans for the future, whether that is for the near future or the far future, if you have any that you can share with us?
So, for the future are like, on the visual novel front, just like I've got a whole lineup of things I want to stream, right? Like obviously the Somnium Files. By the time I get to it, it'll probably be a trilogy because I think the third game is coming out soon.
Yeah, someone said that. Someone in the chat said earlier that apparently it's coming out tomorrow.
Oh.
Yeah,
okay, all right.
That's very soon.
Good timing.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, also on the topic of plans, I just finished the Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney trilogy like 2 weeks ago.
Nice.
2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, and unfortunately, I let my audience convince me to do not only the Apollo Justice trilogy, but the Ace Attorney Investigations collection, and probably also Great Ace Attorney. So like that's probably gonna take up another year of my life.
Oh wow.
So those have been set, but like for new plans, like I want to obviously I want to do like Somnium Files series. There's some other stuff that I just want to like get to like reading through, like Slay the Princess. I used to have an image for all this. 482 should be a scramble.
Okay, I've heard of it.
Yeah, and then there's like some other like indie visual novels I really want to get to. There's this really good one called Of the Devil, which is by Nth Studio, Nth Circle. They also have one called Model Employee, but like, it's got a really cool aesthetic. Of the Devil is about like detectives and trying to like find a serial killer, except one of the detectives is the serial killer, and it's very stylistic and cool. But like that's some of the plans for the future.
Nice.
Other plans just for like creative stuff is like just get better at doing the like just chatting stuff, right?
Right.
You know? I recently for the first time ever had a like just pure chatting stream, right? Because
nice.
I've always been practically minded, so like it's hard for me to just like do a stream that's not like we're doing a game or we're finishing this up or something, right? So just like learning to lean on the power of my personality and charisma.
Yeah.
But like it's mostly that, and I guess also I want to get back to video editing soon because
nice.
I've learned a lot. I haven't done video editing in like half a year, but I learned a good amount from like a random like side project here and there, and it's like, man, I want to get back to doing this and try to make more of a presence on my YouTube channel, right?
Right.
And like it's okay. I've got like 400 subscribers or something on there, which is like that's okay. But like if I could get to like 1,000, then you get like the emotes and
yeah.
The monetization and stuff. So like that's a short / long-term goal. I would like it to be a short-term goal, but it's probably going to be a long-term goal.
Yeah.
You don't just pop off overnight. Obviously, it takes work and time.
Yeah, it took me forever to reach YouTube partner status with my non-VTuber stuff, like the thing that I mentioned that I do with friends. I think last year I finally opened my VTuber YouTube channel, like VTuber stuff only. And looking at it and be like, oh my god, now I have to do that climb all by myself and without the help of my friends.
Yeah. It's such a grind, right?
Yeah.
But like it's like the kind of thing that's like it's possible, right? It's like you look at the people who just like pop off and explode like overnight, and it's like, damn, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But like if you don't like catch that right away, I feel like it's just like, well, you're in for a grind. But like it feels like it's possible at least.
It does. That's true.
So those are like stream plans. It's for like personal plans. I am trying to like emigrate. It's like I live in America.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to emigrate to Canada.
Oh, okay.
That's where my partner lives.
Oh.
And cross country long distance relationship it's not the worst. It could be worse. We could be on different continents, but like we're both like in our we're both in our 30s, so like it's kind of like, well, we've been together for about 2 years, so like we're hitting that point where it's like we're like starting to like consider that kind of thing, so
yeah.
It's kind of like juggling, not focusing too much on the VTuber thing, the streaming thing, because I'm also splitting focus with like working and also like trying to make sure that that long-term plan is also getting met. So I can't be too how do I say? I can't be too like ambitious with the streaming stuff right now, because I'm not going to be able to 100% focus on it because I've got real life stuff going on.
Exactly.
So those are future plans, though.
Okay, yeah, that's pretty good. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. So this would be where do you remember how I sent you like a list of segments and questions that we would be going over before the talk show? Yeah. So this would normally be the part where this whole introduction segment ends. But dearest Rika, this is the part where I reveal to you that I fucking lied to you, Rika. I was a liar. It's not true. There's one more. Rika, you're a live streamer. You need to be ready for anything. Do a pitch right now. Why should people watch you?
'Cause I'm hot and cool and funny.
There you go. Aced it.
And my voice is sexy. No, you should watch me because I've got a cool demeanor. I've got a self-possessed nice voice.
You pass the vibe check.
I pass the vibe check. We do a lot of reading here. If you are interested in like reading visual novels that you either just don't want to sit down and read, or like you want the jingling keys of like a cute VTuber reading to you at night, that's a good reason to follow me.
Hell yeah.
Also, I indulge in variety stuff. I'm in my 30s and I've never played a ton of games, so you can get the joy of watching a quote unquote hag play through these like games from the early 2000s and mid 2010s for the first time ever. Also, I am, like I said, I'm well grounded. I'm very, for lack of a better word, I'm very normal. I am literally just a normal ass person.
There you go.
I'm relatable. I'm relatable.
There you go. That's the magic word right there.
Yeah, relatable. Thank you. And also, the other thing is, I'm all about spreading joy.
Hell yeah.
I'm comfortable where I am in life. I am happy with my job. I'm happy with my streaming. I'm in a very happy relationship that I can never stop talking about it. Spread joy. Like, what's her name? Marie Kondo.
Marie Kondo,
yeah. Joy. A spark joy. That's, watch me.
There you
Follow
go.
me on Twitch. Twitch.tv/Rika Readman. I stream Monday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday at 6:30 Eastern. Well, Saturday it's earlier, but 6:30. It's consistent.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. See, there it is, chat. That's her channel. If you're not following her yet. Okay,
Yeah.
and okay, so this is the part where the lies and deception end. Rika, I'm so sorry that I had to lie to you. But
Oh, that's fine.
but like I said,
that's the Mexican way.
like yeah, but like I said, that's when you're a live streamer, you gotta be ready for anything.
Yeah.
So now, this is the audience interaction segment. The audience interaction part of the stream. This is the part where you chat. That's right, you get to be part of the show. You can ask Rika questions, but she picks 3 of the best ones, or the ones that she likes, to answer. Okay, so go ahead and start typing. Yes, you chat.
Yes, you.
Yeah. So you can ask questions, but Rika, because you're the guest, you get to pick what you answer. So you don't have to answer whatever you don't feel like answering.
All right. Well, I see a wall of text there, so I'm already gonna answer that because that's good.
Okay.
And it'll give us time to get more questions in. Okay. So, ectomenon?
Ectomenon is what I
Ectomenon.
assume. That's one of my chat regulars. I usually just call them Ecto.
Okay, Ecto.
And they're okay with it.
Ecto says, "What is your selection process for the visual novels you play? Are they VNs you've played before? Do you go by ratings, recommendations, or do you see a thing and go that?" So, my selection process is mostly that I have a very huge backlog, and I follow a lot of like writers, visual novel writers on social media, right? And so, honestly, a lot of it is judging a book by its cover. Like if it looks appealing, if I like the art and like the trailer or the synopsis just sounds like an interesting concept, I add it to the list, and then I pick one based on the vibe for the day, like I kind of try to keep an overarching theme with the visual novels I do, which is like the first visual novel I did was VA 11 Hall A, cyberpunk bartender action. And that had a very like pixel art type of cyberpunk, obviously, aesthetic. And from there, I did one called 2064 Read Only Memories, which is another like cyberpunk theme, futuristic cyberpunk theme, also pixel art, etc., etc. And that's the flowchart there. And then after that, there was a Pride raid train that I was part of, that I read this visual novel called Highway Blossoms, which is about these, 2 girls who are on a road trip on a treasure hunt, and they meet each other and fall in love, etc.
And lesbianism happens.
Yeah, exactly. And that was a hit. So I spent a couple months doing Yuri visual novels. And so it's just kind of like that, right? I just go for something in the theme. The this last year has been really easy because I started Ace Attorney, and now it's just like, well, I can just do Ace Attorney for
a while.
Forever. For a while,
because the games are pretty long, and there's a bunch of them now.
Yeah, exactly. But the next visual novels I want to do are like mystery visual novels, and
Ooh.
so like, well, of course, once Ace Attorney is done, which Ace Attorney is kind of like a detective game of itself, so like it's following that theme.
What's some possible implied yaoi? Maybe, I don't know. Maybe.
I don't think there's anything implied about it, but I'm just saying, like, they did the first game, and Edgeworth had the puppy dog look on his face, and
you burdened me with unnecessary feelings.
Exactly. No. Like, if you go to my stream, I don't think you can see my tags when I'm not streaming, but if you ever go to my stream, you will see all my tags, VTuber, Latino, Native American, Two-Spirit, blah, 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 like the standard stuff. And then you just see Fujoshi. Ace Attorney, I literally had to stop in the middle of that scene, open my Twitch settings on stream, add the tag Fujoshi, and just be like, yeah, sorry, nope, sorry, this game broke me, my fault.
That's
just
awesome.
What I'm about now.
The power of Phoenix Wright Yaoi was too strong. The power of Fujoshing out and Phoenix Wright Yaoi was just...
Oh my god. I loved the Fujoshing out thing. It's so good.
I love how Japanese people started picking that up too.
Yeah, it's so good. This is the cross-cultural exchange that we need in our lives.
Yeah, this is how we're going to achieve world peace. By Fujoshing out.
Yeah, exactly. I was gonna say something on the topic of
Fujoshing out.
Fujoshing out. Oh no, you know what a side effect is? Because I'm aggressively bi.
Yeah.
Right. I very much like men. I love my girlfriend. She's adorable. She's cute. I love her. She's gorgeous. I also really like men. And Ace Attorney being so yaoi coded, there's a lot of good men designs in that game, and I'm just like, all right.
Hell yeah.
This is good. But yeah, that's my process. It's just, when I play with a visual novel, I try to stick with a theme that's similar to the last one I did, because it also comes from this is all stuff I'm interested in genuinely, but also it comes from an angle of this is how you keep people coming back, right?
Yeah.
If somebody stuck around for a fucking Yuri visual novel, they probably will stick around for another one. If somebody stuck around for lawyers, detectiving, they'll probably stick around for another detective story.
Right.
That type of thing, I just try to be consistent with that theming.
Okay. Well, if you want to, you can pick 2 more questions. Well, you're probably gonna have to scroll back up, but
no, this is the strategy.
Yeah.
Keep yapping, and we get a buildup of questions.
Yeah, exactly.
I will have to. Let's see. Ecto picked a couple good questions, but I don't want to stick to just one person.
Right. Yeah, Ecto usually asks really good questions.
Let me see.
No, yeah, you're good. Take your time.
Actually, I think this is a good question, because this also ties into my philosophies on this stuff.
Uh-huh.
So, Stab, another regular of mine, said, if your audience reaches the point where full-time streaming is a possibility to match your desired income, would you take that chance or stick with it as a hobby?
Ooh, that's a really good question.
And straight up, my answer is I'm sticking to it as a hobby. And the reason behind that is because I value consistency.
Right.
I value knowing that I'm going to be getting the same paycheck every 2 weeks, no matter what I do. Well, I mean, obviously, I got to do my job. But
yeah.
The entertainment field is so spooky. It's kind of scary.
Oh yeah, I totally know what you mean.
I think if I ever if I ever became a streamer at the level where I could, stream, I could stream full time, I don't think I would take it for the sole purpose of I'm a very inconsistent person by nature.
Yeah.
I crave new things. I do not like regularity. I do not like, order. Not to be edgy. I don't like...
Not to be me?
Oh my god, I forgot. But like, I don't like, like sticking to the same thing for I don't like stagnancy. And like, I experienced this because of, like I said, like I used to stream nothing but fighting games.
Yeah.
And like, I got sick of it after so long. Like I legit like when I started making that move, I would have like half my week dedicated to whatever, and then half my week to fighting games, and I would just like, I'm canceling stream tonight, sorry, because I just did not want to play fighting games. You know,
Right.
like, I'm the kind of person that like I will get sick of things if I do them too much, and
Right.
that's not something I ever want to happen with streaming. Like, I don't ever want to get sick of streaming, and I also think the probably the easiest way to like build up an audience as a streamer is to probably like do something that consistent, right?
Right.
Like, I saw fighting game streamers who built up a really big audience because they would stream like the same fighting game every other day. They would like enter tournaments, etc., etc., and like people would watch. They had pretty big audiences.
Yeah.
And then they would just be like, "Oh, I like this game. I like this Apex Legends game. I'm going to stream this." And suddenly their like 50, 60 viewer audience is now like 5.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's not like the situation I want to find myself in.
Right.
And like, it's also, no, yeah, that's it. I don't want to find myself in that kind of situation when that's my income, when
Right.
that's like, I'm depending on this to pay my rent. For background behind myself, I don't talk to any of my family, right? Like, I'm estranged from my family since I was like 21 or whatever. Various reasons. I made my choice.
Right.
Because of that, I have taken care of myself and like provided for myself for basically my entire adulthood. I have always been financially responsible for myself, and when I've been in long-term relationships with people, I also like had to worry about supporting my partner. I even like adopted a teenager for a couple years who I was financially supporting. So like having a consistent paycheck and having like a strong financial base is very important to me for those reasons. And like, while this is the time of my life, I would do it because like I have, a good job. I live with a roommate, so it's not too financially dire. And like, my current partner has her own career and like a very stable, financial foundation, better than mine actually. But like, that doesn't matter. Like, this would be the time if like I wanted to do something like that. But like, I value the ability to support myself way too much to ever, make streaming my career.
Right.
For me, it's entirely a hobby. And also for me, the minute that something becomes I have to do it, I just don't enjoy it as much. I don't think I could be as good of a streamer if I knew that I had to do this for a paycheck.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's like, it's precisely because this is just like, it's like the same attitude as before. I said like, it's not a collab, it's just hanging out with your homies on stream. Like,
yeah.
It's the same thing. It's not a job. It's just hanging out with the Rika Amigos on twitch.tv and playing some stupid game or something. Now it would be nice if I was at the level where I could make it into a career. And if I was in that position, like if I ever hit the position where I'm making more money than my current career, then I think I would consider it. But like if it was I'm meeting my bare essentials and doing what I love, I don't think I could stomach that. I value the stability way too much.
Yeah. I love what you call your viewers / followers, by the way, Rika Amigos. That's really, really good.
When I got this model, right? Because I had a design update. I was like, oh, let me try doing this like VTuber thing. I did like a whole soft little debut, and it's like, okay, here's a art hashtag, I guess, and here's like, oh, a fan name. And I literally stared at a screen for like 2 hours trying to think of a good name. And I'm like, Pages, but like, no, that sounds like a night thing. Like, interns, but like I know somebody who does interns, et cetera, et cetera. I'm just like, you know what, fuck it. I am half Mexican and half Native American, and I don't fluently know Spanish, but I'm learning it. I grew up with it, and like I'm starting to learn it more significantly. So it's like embracing more of that.
Right.
And like I'm just like, all right, Rika Amigos, you know, I'm gonna start using Spanish stuff more often because like that is part of my heritage, and also I think language is fun. And Rika Amigos rolls off the tongue. It's cute.
Yeah, it does. It does.
Sometimes she calls us cat room.
Cat room.
It just sounds slipped out.
You don't know what I call mine?
What do you call your?
I call mine edgelords.
You know, I like that. You know, we love edgelords. I do love me some edgelords. What's up, edgelords? Welcome to the stream.
What's good, edgelords? Welcome to the stream. Say something in Spanish. God. Hell yeah. Oh man, what's the closest translation to hell yeah in Spanish? It would be It
is.
Well,
it's not quite.
Specifically, well, I always just default to like Mexican slang because there are some phrases like you can't really
translate one-to-one.
Say in Spanish. Yeah,
like the first thing that comes to mind is I think like orale way, but like
you know what? No, it's like the same energy behind it.
Yeah, like you're saying like, hey, what's up? You know, like
it's
orale way.
Orale way. Orale vato. Because the other one that comes to mind is like if you say a la verga, but that one can also be like a very strong like curse word.
Yeah.
The thing about Spanish is like it's a very beautiful language, and the use of the curse words are also very beautiful, because if you say a la verga, it can be a very, very good thing or a very, very bad thing, depending on the context at the time that you say it.
Oh, pinche wey. Yeah,
pinche wey, chinga madre.
It's beautiful, right?
Yeah.
And this is why I swear, like, normalize my language, you know?
Hell yeah.
It, you know?
Exactly. See, this why I have the say something in Spanish redeem, because we can bring cultures together like this.
Yeah, we bring cultures together, like you know, swearing at your homies. Oh my god, that's so good. I gotta cop that, but like, you know what? Yeah, just say a random thing in Spanish. I'm gonna cop that from you. I'm stealing.
Hell
that.
yeah! No, you're good. See, that's why I have this talk show, so like we can learn things from one another.
Yeah, precisely. Yeah. It's good. I love learning things from people and stealing things from people.
Edgee has this redeem. I have this redeem.
Yeah, exactly. No. Okay, listen. Okay, so like, this is going off topic from the questions thing for a second, but like,
that's fine.
The topic of like stealing things from the people that are cool with you. You know, you steal things from people, steal things from your friends, steal things from your close people. Take me for example. I don't have one of those VTuber mascots, but my partner, who I actually met through VTubing, she has a mascot, and his name is Alfredo. You know, he's this cute little penguin.
Your
she's
partner's...
got a penguin thing going on. And I stole him.
Oh,
I have stolen
That's
him.
Awesome.
He is mine now. This is the mascot. This is mine now.
That's from Serena, right?
Yeah. Okay, yeah. You know Serena. Yeah.
We're moots on Blue Sky.
Okay. Yeah. I stole Alfredo from her, and so like he's a redeem on my channel now. He just pops up, shows up for like a few minutes and then goes away because we stream at similar times and I can't hog him, you know. Where is hold on? I have a really good like setup for this redeem.
Oh, she's in chat right now. Yeah, she's been there for a while.
Oh yeah. I've seen her pop up. What's up, Stinky? Hello. Oh my god, where is it? Well, whatever, I don't care anymore. Yeah, the thing is, you gotta steal good things from the people you like, the people you enjoy, you know? It's not stealing, it's called homage and inspiration. Alright, but like,
give her a shout out right there.
Yo, let's go follow Serena Penguino.
Yeah. Let me snooze the ad that's coming up too. There you go. See, I treat you well, chat. I treat you well.
Yeah,
there you go.
We treat you well. We treat you well. Oh yeah, see, I can't see your ad thing, but like, this is my specialty. is going into like a random tangent to kill time for the ad break. I swear, because like when you when you do visual novels, like you don't want to interrupt a scene for an ad break.
Oh,
right?
yeah, that's true.
So like sometimes I'll have a scene like end at like a really awkward. I'm like, oh, this ended, and I still have 5 minutes until ad break. I'll just go into a random tangent about whatever dumb bullshit, right? I'll just be like, man, that was really good. You know what it reminded me of actually? It reminded me of this time that I ate some really good nachos, so, you know, like that kind of thing.
Yeah, I gotcha.
But yeah, steal the things. I'm stealing your redeem, just like I stole a penguin.
Hell yeah.
And yeah, I'm not being a full-time streamer, to go back to the original question.
And then you have one more, and I think you're gonna have to scroll back up again.
Yeah, let me see. All right, let's see. What can I find?
Thank you, Chad, for submitting the questions, by the way. I really appreciate you all.
Yeah, thank you all for submitting for us.
Thank you for being so goated, Chad.
I see somebody like, I'm trying to pick one also that's gonna have discussion. Like, I see this one. Favorite music artist, like fade one of these out of existence, etc. I'm like, I could pick that, but then that would be over in like 5 seconds. Actually, I think I'm gonna pick another Ecto answer.
Okay.
My fault, chat.
Ecto's just too good at asking questions.
Yeah. Well, they also submitted like 5 in a row, so like, you know, good variety. I can tell they're regular viewers. So what are some of the best reading experiences or reading-based media you have had or read? This question is not necessarily limited to VN. So honestly, okay, so like I can't really show you very easily, obviously, with the setup we have. I actually have a tattoo on my arm. It's the only tattoo I have so far. But it's just the numbers 451 degree symbol F. Because when I was a teenager, I read Fahrenheit 451 by Ray Bradbury, which, are you familiar with it?
Shout out to Ray Bradbury. I know he's watching. But I'm
okay,
not.
So,
I've heard of it, but I haven't read it.
So Ray Bradbury is like a really old sci-fi author who, I'm pretty sure he's dead now. The dude was writing this in like the 50s.
Rest in peace.
But like Fahrenheit 451 is about a firefighter who, in the future that they live in, firefighters don't put out fires. They start fires because the government banned books from society, from the civilians. So firefighters' job is when they get a call for somebody who owns books illegally, they go out and they go burn them because, you know, they're banned. You're not allowed to have those. And like, it's a story all about how this one firefighter, Guy Montag, he basically meets this young girl who makes him start questioning everything. Questions like the role he plays, the world he lives in. And it's all about basically like the government is very obviously like censoring everything, you know, because they don't want the citizens like thinking for themselves. You know, all the houses have like 4 walls of TV screens. The like state news just regurgitates really like senseless, nonsense news, etc., etc. It's a story about censorship and like overcoming, you know, like brainwashing, free thinking for yourself. And like nowadays I think it's pretty common, but like even back older in the day, I don't think many people like really thought that much about it.
Right.
But like it was a very, very life-changing thing to read as a 13-year-old. And to this day, like it's still one of the most influential things I've ever read. Of course, that's why I have a tattoo of it. I read Fahrenheit 451, you know, 13 years old. I read it then, and it changed my life. It changed the way I like thought about everything. And it also does not help that I grew up with a father who had a punk anarchy symbol tattooed on his arm, and like had me listening to things like Rage Against the Machine as a child. So like I grew up with a very, very particular views
right
on things such as, you know, like government overreach and such, which to this day still remains a relevant topic. But,
yeah, it sure does.
So like that book like is kind of what set in motion like my love for like reading, for like my love for books, and just my general outlook on, I think, life, my general like outlook on like politics. Like if you follow me on social media, well, I haven't really talked much about it on social media. If you tune into my stream, there will be times where we just talk about politics at length because I am a trans Latino person living in America. So like, you know, sometimes I feel I need to talk about this stuff, but like Fahrenheit 451 was probably the single most life-changing reading experience I ever had. And of course, like in general, it also gave me like a really big taste for political satire stuff.
Okay.
So like I like, you know, like political satire TV shows. There are other books such as, especially like there's another sci-fi author named Kurt Vonnegut who writes a lot of books that are political satire. Of course, you know, like 1984, Animal House, etc., etc. Those are not Kurt Vonnegut, but those books. But Fahrenheit 451 is basically what like set everything to begin, I think.
Right.
So life changing.
Okay. That's pretty good. Oh, I didn't realize that the ad began. Oh, it's because we restarted the stream. That's why. I keep forgetting that's how Twitch works.
Yeah, they're like, ad.
Oh, you restarted the stream? Oh, your shit crashed and you restarted? Okay, here's an ad.
Yeah, that's why I also just like kind of like tried to cut that short a little bit so we wouldn't miss too much. But yeah.
Well, it's gonna be on YouTube, so where people can watch it. You know, hint, hint, nudge, nudge.
Yeah.
It's gonna be on my YouTube next Friday.
Is this a thing? Is this a thing?
No, I think. Why is that not a thing? Hang on.
All right, we're just gonna post the link directly.
Oh my God, you actually got it! Thank you so much.
Yeah, chat. Go check out your boy Edgee's YouTube. YouTube.
Right when my bot posted it, right before my bot fucking posted it.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
That's awesome. Great timing, bot. Thank you so much.
Let's see. I know how to do advertising things.
You really do. You really do. Thank you again. Thank you for your service.
No. It's because like I mentioned, like I was a fighting game player for a long time. Part of this is also organizing events and streaming events.
Yeah.
And so like I got very used to like doing the grift, you know, like, hey guys, drop a sub if you like this event, you know, support the streamer, etc., like, you know.
Hell yeah. Okay, so that's gonna be it for the audience interaction segment. Thank you again, chat, for participating. I appreciate it very much. So now we're going to move on to a segment that doesn't have an official name, but its unofficial name is "You think you can do this shit better than me? Well, I'd like to see you try." And that's where you get to ask me 3 questions.
3 questions.
You get to ask me 3 questions.
I'm copying one of your survey questions. Why did you become a VTuber, Edgee?
When did I become a VTuber? Why did I?
No.
When?
Why did you become a VTuber?
Why did I become a VTuber?
What made you decide to do this?
What made? All right, so we're gonna have some real talk for a couple minutes, and then it's gonna get fun. Okay.
I'm all about real talk. Don't worry.
The reason why I decided to become a VTuber was because back in 2017, I think it was 2017. I was diagnosed with cancer. So I had to go through chemo and then like some surgeries, and that happened over the course of I think like about 2.5 years. So once that I got clear off that, once that I had no more chemo, no more surgeries to do, once that all that was out of my body, and I was like in a more physically stable position, my partner asked if I wanted to move in with them and their family because they had a big house. So I moved from Las Vegas to Southern California. And I've always enjoyed doing like creative stuff or just stuff to do with video games, because that's my whole personality. I like playing video games, and I like talking about video games, and I like reacting to things that happen in video games, and something told me that my reactions might be funny. Something in me said maybe the way that I'm doing these things might be like a little bit entertaining or funny. So I was already doing like Let's Plays with friends and stuff like that, but obviously it stopped because of the cancer stuff. And the year that I moved in with my partner was the big 2020, and we all know what happened back in 2020.
Dun dun dun.
So everybody was inside because of COVID. VTubers had also, because of everyone was inside, VTubers had exploded like never before. And that's when VTubing software, the indoor times exactly, and that's when VTuber software started to become more widely available to the general public. Because I was like, I guess it would be cool to be a VTuber, but it seems like it costs a lot of money, until this godsend, this absolute fucking godsend called Vroid Studio dropped on Steam for free. So of course I had to check that shit out. Of course I had to check that out. So fast forward to the end of 2020. By December, I had already finished making my very first VTuber model, and I had done my very first VTuber stream, I think like a week before Christmas. And back then I was not Bobby Niku yet. Translator's note, for those who don't know, Bobby Niku is a for the most part a male streamer who has a female presenting model.
That's what it is.
That's what a Bobby Niku is.
Okay.
And now you know, and knowing is half the battle. And back then I wasn't a Bobby Niku yet. I was just using like a very like generic male streamer, male VTuber model back then, and I kept using it and kept updating it for a while. And I don't know, I just didn't like the direction that it was going, because I saw like I try not to compare myself to other streamers too often, because everyone is running their own race. Everyone has their own thing going on. But I did notice, because I am a little bit of a noticer, you see, that at the time, thank you. At the time, obviously it's a different story in current year, but at the time it seemed like the large majority of the male VTubers that were getting any attention were the ones that it's like, oh, it's like a buff anime dude like Ikemen, but also like with a soft face, with a, like basically like JoJo body, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure main character body, but like the face of like a K-pop singer, of like a male K-pop singer, you know, like that combination type of stuff. And I was like, well, I can't do that shit on Vroid Studio, and every time that I tried to do something different, I would still end up with like a very like cartoonish, I guess anime-ish version of my model. And for the most part, I was like, I mean, it is what it is. You can only do so much with it. And then one day I was like, what if I just say fuck it and start making like a female model? And that was actually shortly after I had discovered Porcelain Maid. He's awesome. I discovered him actually through a clip of his where somebody was giving him shit like in chat, giving him shit for being like, why are you a man with a female model? Why are you trying to be a female? And it's like, I'm not trying to be a woman at all. This is just my model. This is literally just an OC. And he basically, like, the whole clip was just him like dog walking a hater. And I was like, actually, this fucking rules. And like, I would not get that out of my mind. And I was like, what if I tried making my own female model? Because I mean, it's just an OC, is whatever. So let's do it. So I did it, and I think that was back in the halfway through 2024. Mm-hmm. Or no. Late 2023. 2024 was the beginning. I think January 2024 was when I fully switched to being a Babiniku, and I have had so much more fun with a female presenting model compared to the model that I had before, and now this outfit that you see me in is not like my regular outfit. This is just like the outfit that I put on for interviews. You know, like I have like a bunch of different outfits depending on what I'm doing or what's going on. Like one of my redeems is just like straight up like a cyber bunny suit, or like or when I was playing through Persona 5, one of my favorite games ever of all time, I put together with resources from Booth, because I'm not an artist. But with resources that I got from Booth, shout out to Booth, I put together this Shujin Academy uniform to put on anytime that there was like everyday stuff happening, and then when you go into palaces or you go into like dungeons or whatever, I would switch to this, like my original Phantom Thief VTuber design. Again, made with assets that I got on Booth. And then when Marvel Rivals exploded, when everyone was playing Marvel Rivals for like a couple months, I put together this, or rather I got this costume, because I became a Venom main. So there's just, so like ever since I switched to being a Babinika, oh wait, I also have a Gyaru version of my model. This one took me like a whole entire day to make, because I actually had to like, mess with the hair like for a whole entire day, because I wanted it to like come out exactly like I needed it. And then I also have like a maid costume, and I have been having so much more fun ever since switching from a Mel model to becoming like full-on Babiniku. Oh wait, and I also have this a Mexico shirt.
You know what? This fucks. I love this actually.
This I know you can't see the full costume, but it's this specific costume is based on the Brazilian Miku trend that was happening last year. Yeah, so
that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, so somebody made like a Mexican version of it. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna get it for my fucking model. I don't care. I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna use it, but I need it for my model. And then, oh, why did I switch to this? This is basically like my casual outfit. And then this is like my actual, my real outfit, my current, the current version of my model. This is like the base outfit for it. I was trying to actually put my interview outfit back on, and I ended up putting a different one. Is it this one? No, that's my old one. This is my current one. I have so many outfits, Rika. I have so many.
Yeah, this is like the cool thing about like 3D, like Vroid, right? Is like you can just go in and edit it yourself. It is one thing that like I've often thought about, like I want a 3D model because like I want to make a 3D model because like you can edit it easily.
Yeah.
Live 2D, it's a lot more work because like you have to draw layers and rig them and stuff, and I can draw stick figures and that's it, you know?
Yeah, same. I have like absolutely zero fucking artistic, I guess integrity, not artistic skills. I feel like I have zero fucking artistic skills. The only thing from like all the models that I showed you that I did myself, that I didn't get from stuff that like other people have made and put on Booth, was for the Venom costume. I made the mask myself, the way that like it closes its eyes and all that stuff, because that was that was an effect that I really wanted to have. So I was really happy that I was able to pull it off the way that I pulled it off.
Yeah, and like, you know, like a lot of them show that you put like a lot of love and care into them. And it's really cool.
Thank you. I try. But anyway, but that is in short the reason why I became a VTuber. Was one, because once that I overcame cancer, I was like, well, I want to get back into doing doing like creative stuff again. And once that VTubing became widely available, that was a reason. And then second reason, Porcelain Maid. I owe being a Babiniku to Porcelain Maid taking down a hater in a clip that would not escape my brain. And recently my fire for doing what I'm doing has just been reignited. Because I have been re-diagnosed with cancer once again.
Mm-hmm.
It's
I saw you talking about that like Sunday, I think.
Yeah, so I'm basically just gonna keep doing what I've been doing before. I'm gonna go through like the same treatment that I went to last time, but this time they're just gonna give me like a stronger version of the chemo that I had before. So according to my oncologist, that's a cancer doctor for those who might not know. And that was not me doing a bit.
I didn't know.
Okay.
So,
you're learning
like
a bunch of things today.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So according to my oncologist, after this next round of stronger chemo, I shouldn't have to worry about getting a fucking round 3 against cancer.
Okay.
So you know,
yeah.
So fingers crossed. At some point I expect that I'm probably gonna have to take a few breaks because chemo makes you feel like shit.
Yeah, I've heard like it's very, very draining and exhausting to like go through it.
Yeah, so until then I'm gonna try to go as hard as I can with all the energy that I have remaining before it gets taken away from me. And once that I recover from that, I'm once again, you know, gonna get back in the saddle. But basically, I'm not gonna stop doing what I'm doing unless I physically cannot be in front of my computer.
Yeah,
that's,
I understand too.
Yeah.
Like you enjoy it, so like you have the drive to like just keep going until like you literally can't anymore.
Exactly. Like if I'm not streaming, it's because I physically cannot sit in front of my computer. That's gonna be it. So I'm just gonna keep going at it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
And that was just question 1, baby. Let's go.
Let's go. All right. Are you ready for question 2?
Yeah. Nothing like edging it out to learn new things. Hell yeah. Oh wait, the question earlier. Which outfit is your pajamas? Technically, my main outfit can also be pajamas. Technically.
Yeah, it's a bodysuit. There's plenty of like people who sleep in bodysuits.
Exactly. There you go.
Exactly.
All right. So question 2.
Question 2. All right. This one might be easier. This one might be harder.
Okay. Let's see.
So I think you answered it during your answer already. But
okay.
Like, what's your favorite game, and how would you convince someone who hasn't played it to play it?
Yes! I love Monster Hunter! I love Monster Hunter so fucking much! I love Monster Hunter with all my heart! Okay, check this shit out. Monster Hunter is an action RPG, okay? But unlike other RPGs, you need to defeat... It's basically like a bunch of boss battles, non-stop. Anytime that you go on a quest, you're basically doing a boss battle, okay? When you defeat the monster, you don't gain any level ups or anything like that. What you do is you kill the monster, and you have to do it a few times over and over until you have enough materials from the monster that you killed by yourself or with friends. There's no shame with playing with friends, okay? That you use your skills to take down, and you use those parts to make yourself stronger. And that is so fucking sick. There's been a few games that try to replicate the formula, and I'm sorry to say, no one else does it like Monster Hunter. No one else does it like Monster Hunter. The feeling that I get from like becoming stronger after taking down like whatever is the strongest monster in the game, until they release an update with a new monster, and then suddenly that becomes the strongest monster in the game. Effectively kill the monster to take its heart to gain power. Yes, that is so fucking sick to me. That is such a cool concept to me. And then like everyone working together, because there's no PvP in that. There's no PvP in Monster Hunter. Anytime that you do multiplayer stuff, it's specifically like everybody working together. And I also love that so much. One of like my best experiences playing Monster Hunter have been like playing with friends, playing with other people. Like being in a call and being like, oh, I'm gonna cut off its tail, or I'm going to break its wings so it won't fly as much. And it's so cool. I love it so much. When I was going really back, I know it might sound bad It might sound like a bit of a downer, but wait for it because the payoff is gonna be so fucking cool. When I had one of my major cancer surgeries, they had to take out the bottom tip of my left lung because I had tumors in it. Okay, and they had me on this like respirator thing that had like a tube going into my body. I had a tube like literally like sticking out of my lung, and I was like in the fucking ICU. And at that time I couldn't get much sleep due to the fact that I had a fucking tube sticking out of my lung. So I brought my 3DS with me, and I was playing Monster Hunter Generations. And while I was in the ICU with a tube sticking out of my lung, I took down a Devil Joe, which for those who might not know, is a very, very powerful monster, all by myself on 3DS at like fucking 2 a.m. And it felt so good. It felt so good. I was like, I might be dying, but I still got it, baby.
No, that's good though. That's such a good like line at that point in time. Like no, like literally, it's that's the kind of like outlook on life that I fuck with. You know?
Yeah. So that's
you know, like,
that's why I love Monster Hunter.
Which that's a pretty good way to sell it. You know, I might be inspired to try it again. Who knows?
Let me know if you do. I will fucking play the shit out of it with you.
I will try it. I've had so many people try to sell me on it, including my girlfriend, who I will do
that's
anything
right.
for.
She's played it before a few times.
Yeah. I will do almost anything for her. Monster Hunter has not been one of those things, but we'll see. I'm interested again.
I would be so down to play with you and the both of you. Just like, I'm so fucking serious. Just hit me up whenever. I love Monster Hunter so much.
Yeah. If I get into it, I will hit you up.
And also somebody in chat said, this is going to be like just really, really quick, but somebody in chat asked, what's my favorite weapon? I have 3 mains: Greatsword, Insighlaive, and Bow. I usually go with...
Insighlaive is really cool.
I love Insighlaive. I usually go with Greatsword for the majority of the game until I hit the part of the game where like the monsters start flying more often or they start getting faster. And I'm like, okay, Greatsword, I love you, but you're not going to be able to cut it anymore. It's time for Insighlaive.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll still break out the Greatsword in like the higher difficulties, but it's like on a case-by-case basis depending on what monster I'm hunting.
Like ultimately having a good variety of like a toolbox is
yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Be well-rounded.
Yeah. Hammer, hunting horn, dual blades. Hell yeah! My partner means dual blades.
Yo.
Yeah. There are dual blades one trick, but that's okay because I do whatever they can't do. I make up for whatever they can do with whatever weapon I bring, so it's fine.
Yeah, I'm thinking that's a good symbiotic relationship, you know?
Yeah.
That's what you like to see.
Yeah, exactly. So that was the second question.
All right. I've been sitting here trying to think of a third question.
Uh-huh.
And I'm actually really curious. I'm going to ask you 2 in 1.
Okay.
All right. And this is me picking your brain as like a fellow Mexican descended person.
Oh,
so,
all right.
Give me your favorite food overall and your favorite like Mexican food.
My favorite food overall, that actually is a good question. I think my favorite food overall might be fried chicken. I really like fried chicken. Like if you put fried chicken in front of me, I will destroy it. Whether it's like full pieces of fried chicken or if it's like chicken wings, I don't care. I am such a chicken wings fiend.
No, they're good.
I clean them down to the bone.
Yeah. No, that's good. That's like how you should. That's how you appreciate the food.
Yeah.
There should be only bones left.
And my favorite Mexican dish is probably... I'm probably gonna have to give it to burritos, but like it depends on the place because everyone can make a burrito, but very few places can make a good ass burrito. You know, I need the carne asada, I need the refried beans, and a lot of people, especially in the area of LA that I live in, they give you the burrito with whole beans. And it's like, no, you should, what the fuck, what are we doing here? That needs refried beans, not whole beans?
It needs to be the pace.
How am I in LA, like the center of such a cultural center for Mexican food, and I can't get a fucking a burrito with refried beans? Like the best burrito that I've ever had in my whole entire life is still the one that I had back home in Las Vegas. And over there they did give you like a big ass burrito like the size of your forearm that had refried beans. Refried beans with cheese. Yes. Refried beans, cheese, carne asada. Those are the three main things that a burrito needs. Anything else like mix and match doesn't matter. But the three things that you cannot miss: the refried beans, carne asada, cheese.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Because like I used to live in Arizona, right?
Hell yeah.
I moved across the country. But like I used to live in Arizona, and like there's plenty of like places like Filiberto's, Rolaberto's, Julioberto's, sort of, and like. Going to get a thick ass carne asada burrito at like 1 a.m. with like all the veggies, the sauce, the refried beans, like that's so good. This is still like the best food experience I had in my life, and I miss it dearly.
Real shit.
Like, it's so good.
Real shit. Chat, if you're ever in Las Vegas, hit up Filipitos. Okay, Filipitos. That's where they have the best carne asada burrito that I've ever had in my whole entire fucking life. Even after moving to LA, the burritos here do not compare to the ones in Filipitos. Felipitos. That's what it was. Felipitos. Back in Las Vegas.
Oh. Yeah, that was it. I just wanted to pick your brain on food.
Yeah.
Food is a good topic,
Now I'm getting hungry thinking about it.
Yeah, I'm also just like, damn, I really want like some junk food right now.
Oh, for real. Okay. So now we can move to the final segment of the show. We can see the light at the end of the tunnel now, which is the main topic of conversation, which the guest always picks. And Rika, you wanted to talk about
fighting games.
So what do you have to
community?
What do you have to say about fighting games and the fighting game community?
So, in general,
yeah.
So fighting games are a very, very competitive thing, right?
Right.
You sit down, at the sticks. No homo. Well, maybe a little homo. If you want,
maybe.
There is a very large LGBT population in the fighting game community.
There sure is.
But like. It's like a 1v1 type of competition, right? You just sit down with someone else and you play a 2 out of 3 set.
Yeah.
It's like the rawest form of like competition. No team shenanigans. You only have yourself to blame if you lose. But also there's a lot of a spectacle to this, right?
Yeah.
Because the culture around the fighting game community is like it is a lot of bravado. There's a lot of like machismo, right? There's a lot of like showboating. A lot of people actually compare it to wrestling, like straight up just like the wrestling like kayfabe, whatever that's called.
Oh yeah, kayfabe.
So like, how do I say? It's very in line with being an entertainer, and like I've mentioned, like I was a competitive fighting game player for like over 10 years, since I was 21 basically. And it's cool. I think there is a lot you can take from like being a competitive gamer in going into like being an entertainer. Obviously not just because like you can stream the game that you competed in and like build an audience that way, but like there's a certain amount of you enjoy being watched, you enjoy entertaining, you enjoy like being on stage, being on camera, showing off for the crowd as a high level competitor.
Yeah.
And like it ties so much into like my life as a VTuber, right? Just because like I'm so used to being in that spotlight, I'm like basically never nervous like doing stuff like this because of my past in the fighting game community.
Yeah.
I have no problem, like, doing the, like, yeah, we got to do our social media shout outs. We got to do our promoting, our marketing, etc., etc. I just think competitive gaming is really cool.
Yeah, it is. I'm a little bit familiar with the fighting game community, mainly through Evo, because like I try to watch it like every year.
Yes.
So I really enjoy it. I mean, I mentioned before, like I used to live in Vegas, so like I used to like straight up go to Evo until it started getting a little bit too expensive with the tickets.
Yeah.
Did you know that like it used to be free to go to? Like you could just walk in and that's it.
Oh yeah, like way back in the day. That's
Way
even
back
before
in the
my
day.
time.
Yeah. They only used to charge for like the last day.
Yeah, I remember.
Because that's when they had like all the finals and stuff.
Yeah, the first Evo I went to was 2013, I think it was.
Uh-huh.
And like back then it was like $30 to enter.
Yeah.
Which is like now it's like $200 for the ticket alone. And it's like, man,
it's crazy.
It's like so crazy.
I miss it. I want to go back someday, but I don't fucking have the money.
Exactly. No. I was because me and my girlfriend will like generally go every year, right? It's like, we just treat it as a vacation at this point. But like, one, she doesn't live in America, so like,
oh yeah.
travel right now is kind of weird. But two, that shit's expensive.
Yeah,
that shit's way too expensive. Like,
everything's fucking expensive these days. As a very quick aside, I also used to go to Anime Expo every single year up until I believe 2018. So I was going like from 2010 up until 2018. I was going like literally every single year. I would not miss it for the whole fucking world. I would even like book a room at the hotel that's like right across the street from the convention center, which is also the most expensive fucking hotel in the whole block. But back in the day, I could actually fucking afford it. Now it's gotten so expensive that like I stopped going. Like I said, I stopped going in 2019 because 2018 was my last year, and I was finally able to go back this year. And the reason I was able to go was because I got a job working at the Beyblade booth.
Okay, wait, that's actually super cool.
It was fucking awesome. I loved it.
But yeah, that's like a major trend is like all these major events nowadays, like they're too expensive to keep going, right?
Yeah.
Like, because like similarly, like from like 2013 to like 2019, I think I didn't miss like a single year at Evo, right? Like I went all those years to like compete and stuff. So like I get it, like same. Well, up until COVID for me at least, but
right.
Yeah, now we're getting priced out of our hobbies, and it's like, man,
it sucks. It fucking sucks.
Yeah, but like with regards to like fighting games and stuff, like I think so. I don't know. How do you feel about VTuber organizations and like corporations and stuff, labels?
How do I feel about VTuber labels and organizations?
Yeah.
I mean the labels, the way that I see it, are always like you mean like labels as in like what you are, or labels as in like corporate labels?
Like corporate labels. Sorry.
I
was thinking of it like in the like term of like record labels.
Oh,
like,
okay. I see what you mean. It's how should I put this? It's a very mixed bag, especially right now because we're this show is happening like on the heels of V Shoujo fucking collapsing on itself. God, what a shit show that was, and the details are still coming out, and it just keeps going worse and worse and worse. It really depends. I know that like the Hololive girls, even though it's like the most popular one, it's also the one that like puts the most like restrictions on them. They can't collab with like certain people. They can't play certain games. Even the English and Japanese talent, they're not free to collab whenever they feel like it. They have to, I don't know, they have to go through so many hoops just to make that happen just within their own company. Unless, it's a big promotion like the whole San Diego Padres, not San Diego Padres, the LA Dodgers. It was Nikkei that had that collaboration with the San Diego Padres.
Yeah. God, I love. Side note.
Yeah.
I love Nikkei. I don't play it. I watch my girlfriend play it, but I love Nikkei.
Yeah.
I was staring at anime girls' asses jiggling.
Hell yeah.
But
But yeah, there's obviously like good and bad things. It's really a case by case basis, I guess, because like there were also like a bunch of problems with Niji Sanji not giving their talent like enough opportunities, and then I'm not gonna say names right now, but there is a certain company that has a certain talent that talks about that makes quote unquote jokes about the white replacement theory, and they do nothing to her. They just let her keep doing her fucking thing. And it's like, okay, so you're just gonna let that shit rock. You're not worried at all that that's going to affect your branding and everyone involved with your company. Okay, that's cool. The white replacement theory is that white supremacist racist theory that says that like all the white people are gonna get replaced by brown people or immigrants. God forbid. Yeah.
God forbid the world learn seasoning better.
Yeah, which is why you can't let any more immigrants come into the country, and why you can't marry outside your race.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so ridiculous that goes like unchecked in like modern organizations like that, but like also it's the world we live in right now, I guess.
Yeah. I mean mainly because of that, and also because of current events. If somebody were to offer me like a position at a corporate, it's like, hey Edgee, here's your chance to go corpo, sign this thing. I'd be like fucking Miles Morales. Nah, I'm gonna do my own thing.
Precisely.
Yeah.
But like the way this ties into like my experience with like a fighting game community is because, you know, obviously like there is a whole esports thing, you know, like,
yes
especially the fighting game community. Like it was very, very grassroots until like, let's say 2016, 2017, when like it became very like esports.
Yeah, when they started showing Evo on ESPN, that was insane.
Yeah, it was insane. And like it's really cool because like the community grew a lot. There's a lot more eyes on it, and like the fighting game genre is like booming a bit more now.
Yeah.
But also like on the competitive aspect of it, I have seen so many organizations, quote unquote, start up in the community and like make a lot of promises to the players, you know.
Yeah.
Be like, oh well, you know, cover this, we'll comp this, you know, just, you know, go compete. And like it's very, very like I joined an organization a very long time ago, and like it lasted for half a year because they did not deliver on any of their promises. And it's just like you get a look at the inside as like a working adult, and you see like, oh yeah, most of the practices that these organizations do are not sustainable. Like, where is the money coming from? It's like, oh, we got sponsors, okay. They're not giving you enough money to do what you're promising. And like what I've seen so many of these organizations in the VTuber sphere, even some of the big ones, like kind of seem like a very similar situation, you know, like they definitely do not have enough income. They're not making enough to like support everything that they're trying to do. And this is like a really big reason why I tend to be like, so like the question earlier that was asked, would you become a full-time streamer if you could? This is one of those reasons why I probably wouldn't too.
Yeah.
I don't feel like there's like any company out there that could realistically support like giving a streamer, a VTuber in the VTuber space. None of these companies could like realistically support like any of us making a living, right?
Yeah.
And sometimes it just feels like I'm a little crazy because like I see VTubers on social media always talking about like, I want to get big and join these organizations and like, you know, praise it and stuff. And it's like, you see this happen a lot in like, you know, the esports field, the competitive field. And it's like, I feel like there's a lot in the community that like I've seen happen in the fighting game community before that is just like happening over again. But because it's such a bigger audience, especially with younger people, it's like, it gets like even, I don't want to say worse, but like it tends to like blow up even more, right? Blow up in the face even more. Even like, how do I say? We mentioned a person who who said you won't name names, but something replacement theory.
Oh yeah.
Even that's like kind of like crazy to me because like in the fighting community where like I spent so long, most of the people are like minorities, right? You know, like I was not alone. Like I was surrounded by like, you know, like Latinos, you know, surrounded by like black people, surrounded by like, you know, people from Southeast Asia, surrounded by like, you know, Filipinos, you know, Cubanos, etc., etc., etc. Like it was very, very diverse.
Yeah.
And I feel like the VTuber community, there's diversity, but I feel like the ratio of like those of us who are gifted with melanin is a lot lower.
Yeah.
Than like other fields, and it's like, man, at least for me, that has led to like this kind of like the sense of not quite belonging a little bit, you know, but like,
oh yeah, I fully exactly know what you mean, because I still get that from time to time, because it's mainly from the whole like Babiniku thing, because it's like I don't know, like where people not that like I've received any hate recently or anything, but I'm like were people like expecting me to be trans and go through like voice training, or do people want me to go back to using a male model? But it's like I'm literally just happier doing this that I'm doing right here. I'm very happy with where I'm at and with my model looking the way that it does and with me sounding the way that I do, and I don't feel like changing any of that. Yeah, and see, like that's also the kind of thing too, is like hanging around queer VTubers. Yeah. There are a lot of misconceptions that like somebody's like, say like in your position, oh, they must secretly be trans. And it's like, no, just you know, just chill. Yeah, which would be cool. With just random wisdom that I've learned from competing in fighting games, ironically. When I mentioned like I wanted to talk about like, you know, fighting game stuff, it's kind of more of how like spending 10 years in that community like shaped my views and my life, my personality, more than like the actual competitive aspect, right? Because yeah. Obviously I did compete, you know, it was like high level. Competing in a game called Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Hell yeah. Traveled all over the country to compete, and like it was really fun, you know, for the love of the game. But like that game has so many different people from different walks of life, and like everyone is so much personality because that game is boisterous and loud. Yeah. And like you learn so much from having so many different perspectives and backgrounds in your life. And it's something I kind of miss a little bit. I don't miss playing the games, but like I miss the kinds of people that were there, you know? Yeah. I've seen that the fighting community has gotten very diverse in the last few years, which I think is something that it really, really needed. Yeah. Because exactly. when I first started not getting into it, but like I guess like attending Evo and being more familiarized with it, I saw that, I mean, obviously like it was mainly guys, but like over the years you would start seeing like more girls coming in, and now like there's like a bunch of like top competitors who are trans or non-binary or LGBT in one form or another. Shout out LGBT community. I'm with the Alphabet Mafia. If that hasn't been made clear at this point. Wait, what? Huh? What? What'd you say? I said I love the Alphabet Mafia. I love Alphabet Mafia too. It's so good. Oh my god. Yeah, it's really cool to see where it's gone. And like obviously like the VTuber community, like obviously like it's accepting of like LGBT people and stuff. It's just like it's accepting, but also I think there's not as much variety as you expect from how big the like community is, you know? And I think this also stems from the fact that like so much of VTuber culture is like people looking at big names in their community and like trying to emulate what they do, right? Yeah. And like also there's like the when I was in fighting games, we had people who would just talk about harsh things like political stuff, etc., like without any kind of hesitation. And I feel like
there's a lot of like VTubers who like, I don't want to ruin my brand by talking about politics.
Oh my god.
And it's like I'm not gonna say like you gotta talk about politics to be cool, but like
yeah.
I think it's just like part of that like culture thing, right?
Yeah, I feel like we're living in times where it's like I get that you don't want to talk about politics, but like you need to be informed with what's going on around you. Like you don't need to be like a fucking out and about, you know, like democratic socialist or whatever. But you need to at least be informed, you know, especially with all the bullshit that's going on.
Read.
Read, goddamn you, read.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see, Ecto said as independent to get the freedom to be yourselves, which is like, yeah, you can.
That's true, yeah.
As like independents, like as non-corporate entertainers, VTubers, whatever, like we're not like beholden to what like the shareholders want us to talk about, right?
Yeah.
But like I think a lot of YouTubers are like, don't talk about these topics. They'll get you blacklisted or something. And it's like, blacklisted from who?
Yeah, from who?
From what?
Yeah.
But yeah, like being a competitor for so long, just you learn literally being on stage in front of like hundreds of people. Just you'll never get stage fright. You'll learn to play it up, like comfortably play it up. You know. It is why I don't want to say. Oh, actually, I can say that I'm pretty. I have like a lot of self-confidence and self-esteem. Like you really learn. Like you learn like. I'm not gonna say I'm entertaining, but like I have the confidence to stand up here and pretend I'm funny.
Yeah, exactly. There you go.
And like it's a time in my life that I'm very, very thankful for. Just because it really did like I said, it was from 21 to like 30.
Yeah.
And it's like very, very formative years. And I'm like, well, I'm glad I spent it doing this instead of just like, I don't know. The alternative would have just been like being broke and staying home and playing like, I don't know, fucking League of Legends or something in my bedroom.
Bad end.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very, very cool.
Yeah.
I don't have much to say about fighting games themselves, actually, which is really funny. But like the community, this is very cool.
Yeah. Really, really cool from what I've seen. Yeah. I tried to get into fighting games one time until I realized basically like what you said earlier, like at the beginning of the stream, where it's like that's kind of like all you're stuck playing until the new thing comes out. Yeah. And I was like, oh, but I want to play these other games, and then I just gotta stop. It's like when I chose to stop being a fighting game streamer, quote unquote. I made a rule that I am not letting fighting games touch my streams, even if my god.
Even if I get back into them and I'm like, oh man, I just spent a month straight like playing ranked online and like I want to go to a local and like, what if we stream fighting games again? I'm just like, nope, because the minute I do this, it even happened like earlier this year. I gave in and like entered an online tournament and streamed it and like had like 30 to like 50 viewers doing it because years of that experience, they all come back.
Yeah,
they all see my name in the bracket again. They're like, oh shit. And then they never came back again, and it was just like, man. Yeah, that's why we don't stream these.
That tracks, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I was just like, man, okay, goodbye.
Be like later. That sometimes.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Yeah. But like it's cool to have non-stream hobbies, right? Obviously, you have games that you want to play offline.
Yeah, that's what I tell people. Like a lot of the time, it's like you can't be fucking content filled. Like I get that. Like I mean, I know that it's not the case for you, but what you were saying earlier, that's like everyone wants to become a Twitch partner. Everybody wants to do this for a living. I mean, even I want to fucking do it, but with me, it's out of a case of like I'm literally disabled and I cannot work a regular job. So yeah. I would like to do this for a living so I can actually have some spending money and not be fucking living paycheck to paycheck from the money that I get from disability assistance every single month. That would be cool. That would be nice. Yeah. But it's like I get that everyone wants to do this for a living, whatever. But also like you can't be fucking content pilled all the damn time. You need to have something that you do on your own just for yourself. And whether that would be like a game or a hobby or whatever, just have something that you're doing just for yourself off stream that you don't need like a camera for and you don't need to be recording.
Yeah. Especially in this like field.
Yeah.
Especially like in this like field. I've seen people fall prey to the whole like, oh, I gotta save this for stream and like obsessing.
And
so
then fucking
hard
2 weeks
over, like,
later,
the
they're
numbers.
like, hey guys, I'm taking a 2-month break. I feel burnt out.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, ah. How about get not like get a life in the derogatory way, but like get a life outside of streaming. It will save you. Trust me.
Just have something to do, or even a hobby, or like I said, even a game. Even if you're playing games all day, I promise you, there is like a different feeling of like playing a game on stream and then playing a game just by yourself, and it's just nobody but your thoughts in your head, and that's it.
And that's chill. You know, sometimes, some days it's fun to just, like zone out and I don't know, play Minecraft for 8 hours. I've done that. I don't play that game a lot, but every time I do, it just feel like I enter a fugue state, and then I just have some monstrosity in the game.
Can't believe Rika's telling us to touch grass. How could you, Rika? How could you do that?
Touch grass, eat ass, and something else that rhymes with ass.
Touch grass, eat ass, and don't pass too much gas.
I like this. You know what? Yeah, that I'll give that a pass.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you.
Oh my god.
That shit was off the dome, baby. You play the bass? You mean the fish?
Bass?
The fish?
I was gonna say, like, isn't bass the fish?
Yeah. Bass the fish, bass is the... Yes, the fish. Okay, thank you. That's true.
The fish.
That's some real shit. That's some real shit right there. Okay.
It might sound a little crass, but...
might sound crass.
Sorry, I can do this all day. You don't want to get me started at this. I can do this all day. I annoy my stream with it sometimes.
Okay, well, was there anything else that you wanted to mention about fighting games or the fighting game community?
I don't think so, no. Like, it was just mostly like, it's near and dear to my heart.
Okay. Oh, hang on. Onus in chat. Touch grass, eat ass, gotta go fast.
That works. That works, actually.
That works.
That works really well. I dig that.
Thank you. Thank you for that, Onus. Okay. So you said you're pretty much wrapped up here? Okay.
I'm pretty wrapped up on that topic, yeah.
Okay. Is there anything that you would like to plug or give a shout out to while you're here?
I should probably plug myself. Yeah, just I'm doing Ace Attorney right now.
Here, let me give you another shout out.
I'm like debating. I'm like, damn, do I be serious or do I tell everyone to go watch my girlfriend streams?
Oh, I gave her a shout out earlier.
I saw that, yeah, and I'm like, yes. It's how it is when you're in a relationship with somebody who's like doing similar stuff to you. You're in it together. You have to build each other up.
Hell yeah.
You don't have to, but like it's nice if you build each other up.
Hell yeah. That's what it's all about. Well, Rika, thank you so much for being here tonight. I appreciate that a lot.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Yeah,
it's been fun, nice and talk. It's been fun to chat.
Yeah, it was great sitting down over here and talking to you and teaching you, I guess, new terms that you didn't know about, like Babi Niku. I didn't know what a Babi Niku was until like a year after I started doing it.
Yeah, yeah, it rocks. Babi Niku is cool. I didn't know that there was a term for it, but I do like a porcelain maid. So like now I know. Yeah, now I might research more.
Hell yeah. Shout out to Clissy. We
shout outs to Clissy.
We love Clissy over here. We worship the Clissy. The clown girl hit my DMs. That's gonna be it. That's gonna be it for us tonight. Thank you everybody so much for watching. Keep an eye out on my social media and I guess my YouTube as well, because I will be letting everybody know when the VOD of this talk show goes up, without that stupid crash interruptions that happened.
There's some minor editing magic, and it'll be fine.
Just a little bit. Just the load buried clown either didn't do its job or it stopped the stream from being permanently crashed. You know what? That's true. I want to
That's
believe.
true,
I want to
actually.
believe it's the latter option. You know. But
Yeah.
anyway, that's gonna be it for us. Thank you everybody so much for watching. I should be back tomorrow at 3 p.m. Pacific time. So that's 3 hours and 4 minutes less than the current hour that it is for you right now. Just so y'all know. Anyway, that's gonna be it for us. Thank you again, Rika.
Yeah,
Everybody-
thank you for having me. Thank you all
Yeah.
for tuning in.
Have a good one, y'all. As always, please take care of yourselves and each other, and I'll see you next time. Bye!
Adios.